So if you go to our website and find out, suppose you're in Jayanagar, you can call any one of these people who are trained. They will come and assess and say, okay, this costs so much and this is what has to be done. Because people would like to set up, but they don't know whom to approach. We have given that kind of a facility. And we have put up first time in the country a sort of Saram Yashishriya rainwater harvesting theme park. In Jayanagar, in about 2 acres of land, our own land, we have put up this thing where all methods of rainwater harvesting are practically demonstrated. Anybody can come and
go there and see.
Come and see. We have an auditorium. We have got a very interactive models where children come and work on the models and gives them a lot of information about water. We have got an open air theatre. We have some all methods have been demonstrated, which were recently opened about 4 months back. A lot of the children also are coming.
Fine, Mr. Ramamurthy, one doubt in people's mind. I think your own people are not able to explain properly. One is to have this rainwater, to make full use of this rainwater harvesting, we should have a separate tank for the water to go and fill it up. Some people say even if it goes into the earth, that also is rainwater, is fine. Whether it goes into the earth or it goes, are both okay?
Oh yes, okay. When we said rainwater harvesting, we never said that it is only for collection of water and using. It includes both. It includes a collection of water and using it for various purposes. But we cannot use it for drinking purpose straight away. It has to be again purified, otherwise you cannot drink it. And or groundwater recharging. Even if you recharge the groundwater in your area, that is called as rainwater harvesting. So that recharges the groundwater.
So both are fine.
Both are fine. Both are the methods of rainwater harvesting. Only we want that whatever rainwater that is received in the area on the roof surface or in the open surface in the site should get recharged, recharge the groundwater, or it should be used.
So both are okay.
Both are okay.
Because there was some doubt among people.
Both are okay. Perfectly.
Next, I am coming to lakes. Rejuvenation of lakes has been taken up in a very big way, but it is of no use if sewage water continues to be discharged in it. Isn't it foolish?
Absolutely. No, that is being attended to, I'll tell you. But the point that you made, that lake rejuvenation without stopping the entry of sewage is of no use. Absolutely right. So what is being done now is that BDA, BBMP, since they have funds, they have taken up the rejuvenation, and we are also part of the whole rejuvenation program. And these lakes, what has happened, each and every lake has been studied in detail, and a project has been prepared for each lake. There it is taken into consideration how much sewage is entering, where is it is entering, and wherever it is feasible, we have discussed, and a separate sewage treatment plant is established to collect the sewage that is entering into the lake, treated water, and the treated wastewater is let into the lake.
So what you say is sewage water will anyway go closer to the lake.
Correct.
But before it gets into the water, you will have that. Is it not a tough job?
No. Anyway, see, already now, let's say in a particular lake, sewage is entering. Let's say not one source, 2, 3 source.
Yes.
Now, what is being done is a ring sewer is taken around the lake. And whatever that sewage that is entering is captured. And that is treated in the sewage treatment plant there only. The small.
So every lake will have.
May not be every lake. Every lake may not be required. Again, that depends upon the size of the lake. But then it is diverted. Sewage is diverted out of the lake through a sewer. Sewage is not.
Where has it been done? Has it been done anywhere now?
Oh yes, in fact.
Which lake is it?
A lot of lakes have been done. I think more than about 20 lakes have been rejuvenated.
So sewage is not getting into lakes at all.
No. So it is all being diverted, or it is being treated. So one of these two things are being done. So that has been, because entry of sewage, prevention of entry of sewage is a very, very important aspect of lake rejuvenation. So BDA, BBMP who are doing this, they are in consultation with the BWSS. You have been advising them how to see that sewage does not enter the lake.
Again, Mr. Ramamurthy, why should BDA and BBMP do it? It is your job. You are BWSSB Managing Director. Chairman.
No. In the sense, these lakes are, there is some like ownership of lakes. These are owned by Revenue Department or Minor Irrigation Department. BDA and BBMP have taken up rejuvenation work because funds are available in those agencies who can take up the work. BWSSB doesn't have that kind of fund to take up this project. But ultimately, when the lakes are rejuvenated and the water is fit for use, we come in and we have the first charge on the water. Whereas it is a combination of all agencies to do this kind of rejuvenation work. So it doesn't matter who is doing it, as long as water is protected and you can use it later.
There is a question for you from one Usha. She says, recently the Madras sappers had cleaned the Alsur lake within a matter of days, but it was covered with filth again. The strange part is BWSSB was heard quoting that they would require a week to clear the lake, but interestingly sappers did it in a day. In a day they cleared it, but your people say no, it takes about a week to do. Her question, she says, my question is, why can't BWSSB look at a model of encouraging civic groups in and around a particular lake, take onus and responsibility of that lake?
Absolutely. But I think a small correction is required. I think BWSSB never said that within a week or whatever that you do in the...
I think your people must have said that. Chairman must not have said that.
Alsur Lake, because Alsur Lake actually doesn't come within our ambit as such.
Sir, everything doesn't come in your ambit. What is this?
No, in a sense, that is being, I think, BBMP is the owner of that lake and they maintain it with the help of the Madras sappers.
Her question is very clear. When sappers can do it in a day, cleaning of their sin, what stops BWSSB from doing it? This is the question.
In the very first place, of course, as I said, we do not undertake any cleaning of lakes and all that. Is a different aspect altogether, and I don't think we never said that. We can't say that also within a week we do it. So there is a different question altogether. But our important concern here is that we have to see that sewage does not enter Alsur Lake. That is our responsibility. Sewage does not enter the.
Does Alsur Lake have the treatment plant? What you said?
No, but it is being diverted. It doesn't enter the long back about 5-6 years.
So as of now, sewage doesn't enter.
No, it doesn't enter Alsur Lake. So what has happened? Whatever in the stormwater drain sewage is coming, that is being diverted and that enters into the pipe and doesn't enter to the lakes. But what has happened is that whenever it rains and the quantity of water is more in the stormwater drain, then the quantity of water so much, I mean mixed with of course sewage, is so much that it spills over and comes to the lake. But not in the normal course, it doesn't do that. But even that also you would not like to prevent. We have already taken up 3 different works upstream of Alsur River, where we are putting up, changing the pipeline, increasing the dia of the size of this thing. We would like to see that even in the rainy season, sewage should not enter the that works also we have taken up now. What has happened, you see, our sewage lines are in the stormwater drain.
So no need for sappers to enter the scene.
I think so. Probably about 6 months down the line, we would have replaced all the pipes, which are old ones, one thing, and which are in the stormwater drain. We would have come out of the stormwater drain so that never, there could be sewage in the stormwater drain entering into the
main culprit, the sewage entering that.
Sewage
you are trying to stop that.
That we will stop in 6 months down the line. We will do it completely.
Mr. Ramamurthy, so is the case with rainwater drains.
Yeah.
Sewage is often discharged into them. That's why the drains get clogged and the city gets inundated during rain. Please don't blame BBMP for this also.
See, one thing I think you should note, I think you should understand. What has happened is, we have got sewers, sewer lines, the underground drainage system. These pipes are designed for what? Is designed to carry the domestic sewage.
Okay.
Our size, dia, everything. It cannot take rainwater. It is not designed to take rainwater, because then we should have huge pipes, which is not possible to lay in our roads. So it is designed only for domestic. What happens during the rains? These whenever, because I know the whole topography and all that, rainwater is not being drained in the rainwater drains. So they open the.
Who opens? BBMP fellows?
No, generally people, when the water is standing there and all that. So since it is available, what is manholes are available? Manholes are there.
Sir, citizens don't open manholes.
It's not citizens. I don't know who it is, but these manholes cover.
I think blame BBMP. I think these are the persons who do that. Coolly open and allow the water to.
So they open the manholes. So all the rainwater enters. When the rainwater enters in such large quantity, our lines are not designed to take that. So much water cannot go inside. So what happened? It backs up. When it backs up, it comes along with the sewage, then overflows. So this is the problem. This is because of a very unscientific way of river drains are not being made. All that rainwater being received is not getting discharged. So unfortunately, when the manholes are opened, people think that there is some problem with the sewerage line. That's why it is broken. It is not broken. There is no problem with the sewerage system.
So this rainwater drains and sewage lines go parallelly? Is it usually?
Yeah, they go parallelly. So
and drinking water pipeline also goes parallel?
No, that is at the different layers in the ground. So it doesn't match. I mean, it doesn't connect to each other. Always water pipelines are at the top. At the top.
So that it doesn't.
And then the underground, I mean, the sewage lines are at the bottom. So even if there is a leakage, it doesn't mix with water pipeline or something like that.
But talking of leakage, many times residents complain of sewage water getting mixed with drinking water. How does this happen? Have you laid these two pipes together? This is what people are asking.
What has happened, this kind of contamination, what we say, doesn't happen in the newer areas. In the older areas, old core areas, where earlier the roads are so small, so when you bring that water pipeline and the sewage pipeline, they are near to each other, and they are old pipelines. So sometimes there's when the sewage pipeline breaks and water pipeline, there is some problem because they are old. So then there could be some mix. So then there is a contamination. But this happens only in the old areas where we have taken up. So when we say that we reduce the leakage, we change the pipeline. All these things are taken care of. All the new pipelines will be laid. But this happens only in the core area, congested area, but where there is no space. But
Mr. Ramamurthy, people have to wait till then to get pure water. They will be taking sewage. They will be used to sewage water after some time.
No, it is not that. What has happened is that the contamination doesn't happen so frequently and all that. And also we know where, because we have a GIS system for our information also, geographical information system. All our pipelines in the city, they have been mapped. So we have a geographical information system. We know what is the pipeline there, how many years ago it has been laid, what size it has been laid. So every year we have been replacing more than 100 kilometers of pipeline, such kind of old and corroded pipeline. We are not waiting for the big scheme to come. Every year we are replacing 100 kilometers, almost about 100 kilometers, wherever these things are very serious. But we are not able to take up 1000 kilometers in a year because of the fund problem.
But imagine a consumer immediately informs you that sewage water, will you act immediately or wait for?
No, immediately, because contamination is one. What happens whenever contamination is reported, first thing we do it, we will cut that supply immediately, because water supply we cut that immediately. So we have to identify where exactly this is happening. Then only after repairing that, then we will give the fresh water. Till that time we will give water tanker. Through tankers we will supply water, because people otherwise will have a problem. No, this is a huge problem, because 6,000 kilometers of pipeline in the city cannot. They are not laid at one particular point of time, at different stages. So people, different age pipelines are there. So we have got a regular program of replacing the old and bringing a new one. But most of these problems do not come up in the new layouts, because we do with the latest technology. Roads are also wider. We have got a different.
But they are also Bengalurians, sir. Older areas people.
No, but we give priority for them. We give priority for them. Whatever replacement of pipelines we take up in the old areas on priority.